Oh man, I almost don't want to disturb the music. It's so chill. Super duper chill. This is like, perfect elevator music. Oh man, it's good. Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. / Sunday. Depends on where you are in the world. But welcome back to Minecraft. It's been a while since I streamed this on YouTube. I almost said Facebook. But I'm back to streaming this on YouTube. Why am I back on YouTube for Minecraft? Well, because we're still working with the plan of slowly making, we're still trying to make YouTube like king.
Thank you, user,
eventually.
for the follow.
Carl Darius on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, thank you for the follow. Speaking of Facebook, today is a special day for me. Very special day. Today, I missed it, like, when it actually happened, but I was, like, 8 followers over. We hit 5,000 followers on Facebook today, which... that's pretty massive. Like, I don't think, I've ever had that many people follow me ever in my life, you know? Just, like, the amount of, like, for context, the smallest city I've ever lived in, had just over 1,200 people living in it. I think, you know, I should look this up, just to make sure. How many people live there? Populate. Oh, okay, that one is way bigger. Never mind. Never mind. That's probably bigger because it's a... probably because it's a, college town. But, yeah, the smallest town I ever lived in. About 1,200 people in it. And this was a tiny little city. But, like... It's one of those things where... you know, it's hard for me to comprehend. Because I don't know, I'm just not, I don't know, it's really weird. And, you know, with the total followers, because I have followers across, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as well. You know, it's just crazy. How many people are here? I'm gonna try not to be mushy, but, yeah. It's pretty massive. So I want to say thank you to everyone. I am working on a 5,000 follower video for Facebook to put on YouTube, which might be a little weird, but excuse me. You know, it might be a little weird, but it's whatever. Sorry. My tonsils are still giving me some issues. I don't know if I mentioned this on YouTube. I definitely mentioned it on Facebook. I have tonsils. They occasionally get inflamed when I eat certain foods. Seems to be lemonade today. I don't know why. I just like drank a lot of lemonade and now my tonsils are flaring up. It could also be a flare up of something else. I don't know. I'm going to assume that it's just the tonsils though. But anyway, welcome back. So, since last time, I haven't really changed anything. I mean, if you're coming from Facebook, I haven't changed anything really in the server. The only thing that really has changed is, me and Paco have invited a few trusted people, people that we both trust, to come and hang out on the server. And these are people that, like, I've known for years, or have a lot of trust in them because of how long I've known them. So these are people that aren't necessarily going to be streaming, but they are invited people only. And I know a lot of people were asking if they could, like, get on the server, and right now the updated rule is an invite only sort of gig. So I apologize in advance, but that is kind of how we're going to do it for now. We still plan in the future to do a server for subs. It may be changed just a little bit based off of whether or not that is Facebook subs, or, you know, what we do. We're still evaluating, because again, me and Paco are still, like, new to this thing. I mean, like, I've been streaming for off and on for like a year or two, but we're still new to this whole monetization thing, and rewarding people that want to support us in that way. Because, you know, I don't think, at least as far as I know, Paco has never done that. But, like, we're still, you know, inexperienced. So we're figuring that out. So I think, you know, if I do bring a subscription service to YouTube once I get monetized on YouTube, because that is another goal that I'm working towards. I don't know if that's going to happen by the end of the year, but that's something I would like to have by the end of the year, is to be monetized on YouTube. If that happens, I think we're going to start off with the subscriptions at like $1, like a base $1 subscription thing, just because I think that subscriptions should be like $1 or something of that equivalent. Wait, fly? I mean, I guess it is the summer. So yeah, those were all things that I'm thinking about, that he's thinking about, that things are going on with. We're sorry, just kind of like, I've been kind of emotional all day. My friends don't know that, but I've been, like, just sitting there marveling. I've not cried yet, but I've just been very emotional, because it's not something I ever expected, you know. 5,000 people. I was emotional like this when, oh, hello, Mr. B, when I hit, you know, 1,000 on Facebook. I mean, like, I've hit 1,000 before, you know, I've been on Twitter long enough. 1,000 is, excuse me. I notice, I mean, like, I've almost hit 2,000 on Twitter, but that wasn't because of my VTuber personality. That was because I did stuff before I was a VTuber. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of in disbelief, in shock and disbelief. By the way, why is the live chat, not the top chat? Okay. If you are chatting, by the way, I don't see it. I hope that it's just that nobody's chatted yet, because nothing is showing up. I was like, okay. I hope that YouTube is not keeping people from chatting. Chatting is not required to enjoy the stream. I know a lot of people, myself included, sometimes just don't want to talk. If you are one of those people, please continue to feel safe not talking. But if you want to prove YouTube wrong, go ahead and just throw something out there, just so that I can gauge how stuff is going. Oh, I see a bongo man. I see a Mr. Bongo Man. Hello, Mr. Bongo Man. How are you today? I see you there. Good to know. Alright, thank you for helping me prove YouTube is not hiding my chat. That is good to know, actually. That is good to know. Welcome, Bongo. I hope you're having a good day. Hello there. Hello there. You have a very unique name, and I don't know how to pronounce it, and I feel silly that I don't know how to pronounce it. But hello. Welcome. If anybody is new in the chat today, please say so, and I can make sure to give you some special love. My name is Mom, by the way. Most people call me Mom. Some people call me Akko, but that is only what the adults call me. If you are an adult, you can call me that. If not, you have to call me Mom. I mean, I guess you can call me Akko if you really want to. But yeah, that's what the adults call me. Maybe chat is not showing up. No, there is chat. I see chat now. That's good to see. It's good to see chat. Hello, chat. My favorite people is the people in chat. So that's all of you guys. I hope you guys have had a lovely Saturday. I have been having a pretty good Saturday off. Tomorrow, oh man, tomorrow, you know, my heart's kind of been thumping all day long because tomorrow is my first actual day of work. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was in training, you know, the very big scary training time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, part of me was afraid I wouldn't make it through training because of how scary some of it was. They were just like, oh, if you fail this, or if you fail this, you're out of here. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And you know, I made the stupid choice of saying how many people fail, and they're like, oh, quite a lot of people actually fail. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was actually kind of scared that I was not gonna actually get through training, and then they would have to just send me out. So I was just, you know, kind of scared. Okay, switch to you. I was just kind of scared for like the entire week because I did not want to, because I want to work and I need this job because my last job just did not pay me well. And I needed something better. So I was really like terrified. I was like, oh, please, just take pity on me and let me work for your company. If anybody asks, I'm not going to say who I work for, mostly because it's a privacy issue for me and for the company I work for. I think they would prefer it if I don't say who they are and who I'm working for, so I'm not going to do that. They may not care, but I would prefer it if I don't say. I would just like to. So if you ask, I will say that I will say nothing of it. Why is fear-mongering a thing on training? Because they want to make sure you're paying attention. And they want to make sure you're paying attention to your training. I think the thing that was really sad is first day of training, somebody already got out. Like, so one of the things that we had to do is take there were 3 tests that we had to take. Technically 4 if you count one of the portions that I had to go through. And one of the guys there literally failed it 3 times, and you weren't supposed to take it 3 times. What happened was, if you failed it once, you had to go to the instructor and say, hey, can you help me? He didn't do that. He chose instead to not do that, and I felt kind of bad because like the trainer, she was like, well, you'll have to come back another day then, because I can't give you any more chances today. And then she told us literally the next day that he was just disqualified because he was not paying attention or listening. She said if he was paying attention or listening, then he probably would have been, he would not have failed. Sorry I had to go through that. I mean, it's whatever. Like, you know, you have to go through, you kind of have to, like, go through, like, I don't know what, I mean, like, I was stressed, but it was probably a good kind of stress, because here's the thing. This is something I don't think a lot of people understand. When you're going for a new job, even after you get hired, you need to prove you're worth hiring. Or worth keeping. Okay, it is late. I am gonna fly back, and I hope those other two are in the nether. But no, I don't care that I was just a little stressed out. Because here's the thing. I stressed out, and I was, you know, even the teacher was like, you know, you're a little, oh, I think they're far away. You're stressed out probably more than you should be, and I was like, oh, it's just who I am. But by the end of it, excuse me, I kind of needed to be, because it kept me focused. And I think that's what's going to keep me focused tomorrow when I go through my first day of work. So, anyway, to continue, I had my first 3 days of just training, and I was thinking to myself, okay, they said that we will go home, they'll send a notification to our manager, and then we'll come back, probably in a day or two after they get the email. Well, I go to talk to my manager. He gives me his own little orientation, because, you know, his own special little thing. He's like, let me see if you're on the schedule. If you're not on the schedule, I'll just put you on a ride-along tomorrow, so that you can get used to what you're doing with another coworker. And in my head, I'm like, oh crap, they're definitely don't have me on the schedule, because I would have gotten one by now. And I'm not on the schedule. So he's like, okay, I'm just gonna send you out tomorrow. Alright. Okay. I didn't want to, but I guess I need to. And that was the owner, who acts as the manager when the actual manager isn't around. So, you know, he sends me out on this ride-along the next day to work with my trainer, doing one of the aspects of our job here. And so this is day 4, basically, of my quote-unquote training. Well, this isn't really training. This is day 1 of work, but this is day 1 with somebody else. And so I am like, oh crap. I don't know if I'm rested enough for this, because I was really tired at the end of day 3. Because day 3, they actually had us doing, they actually had us do some mock work. Like, they had us help out some of the other employees, to get ready for their day of work. Because they're like, hey, we want you to learn what it's like to do this, and so that you can get ready and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, you know, that's fair. Plus, we're helping out other people. Maybe if we help out people, they'll be nice to us in the future. All that kind of stuff. So we did that. So I had a rough understanding of what to go through. I was just like, my heart was thumping, because I was like, oh, gosh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. But the entire time I'm like, well, you know, here's the thing. You either are ready now, or you're ready never. Now, my heart really didn't actually say that. Obviously, my heart didn't say, oh, my inventory's full. I'm probably gonna... No, let's go clean it out. Let's go clean this out a little bit. By the way, just really quickly, we're still working on finishing up this pathway here. Once we're done finishing it up, we can, continue working on the actual farm here. So that is what we're working on. So let's dump this stone, seeds, flowers. Okay. Oops. What else do I not need? Let's put the extra mossy cobblestone away for now as well. I'm gonna wait for the other guy to leave so that I can sleep. Is he gonna bounce? He might leave in just a moment. Alright, we'll just head back. We'll just head back. Oh, he is sleeping. There we go. Skip the night real quick. Perfect. But anyway, continuing on here. I'm just like, okay, I have to power through this. I have to get used to this, because if I don't right now, I will never get used to it. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I'll go to my first day. We'll see what happens. So on my first day, you know, I get there, I get my trainer, and you know, I assist them in getting ready for the beginning of the day, for the work to start. And so it was very high-paced and intense. Like, that's the hardest part about the job. Well, I mean, there's a lot of hard facets of the job. But the one thing that, and again, I'm trying to be cryptic because I don't want, you know, to give away what my job is. But like, the hardest part of the day was the beginning. Because, you know, you're scrambling to get everything together so that you can get out and do what you need to do, get out on the floor, you know, and get started with work. And that was because we only had a limited amount of time to get ready, because there were different rows of people that had to get their stuff ready to go and collect all their tools, and we were the first to get it done. And I, in my infinite wisdom, when I applied for this job, applied with the company, or I applied with the people that put me in the first row of people to get ready for work. and I was like, I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse, but you know what, we'll take it, and we'll rise to the occasion, as Grandma likes to say, rise to the occasion. She's probably not watching this, maybe she will in the future. If Grandma ever does hear, she'll smile at the fact that I said I had to rise to the occasion, because that's what I had to do. I had to rise. That's like one of the things that she likes to say a lot. She's like, Akko, you need to rise to the occasion. I know you can do it. It's like, okay, Mom, I can do it. I know I can. So, you know, I was stressed out. I was terrified. I didn't want to mess up. But in the end, you know, we got out. We got ready. And we started our shift, ready. I don't know if it was, I think it was on time. I am not sure. But, you know, for my first day, you know, we were out there and we were going. That's just the morning, because that was the morning. I would say it was the most chaotic part. Once we actually got started, things cooled down a little bit. I mean, like, I was still very tired by the end of the day. Like, my muscles are still recovering from all of the stuff I had to do. But it was comparatively from the morning till then, it was not actually music. It was not actually that bad. Like, oh, this is Tom Nook. It wasn't really that bad. It was honestly, like, again, it was heavy intensity, but it was not so bad, you know, once we actually got out there. And I'm happy with that, because, you know, I was afraid that when I actually got out on the floor, because when I took this job, I said to myself, if I take this job, this is probably going to be the most intense job I've ever had. And I'm still debating if that's actually true, because I've had plenty of intense jobs. Like, if I can count all the jobs in my hands. I've been a security professional for about 5 years. 2 of those years have been armed. And armed positions are very high intensity. I mean, if you're carrying a firearm as a security guard, it has to be intense, because most positions will not let you carry a duty weapon unless it's that high intense. Well, I guess if you're working for Social Security, which I never did. Part of me wanted to, because all the Social security guards were like, yeah, I just sit around and do nothing all day. And I was like, man, that sounds like a cool job. But like, up to this point, you know, I'm still asking myself, is this the most exhilarating job I've ever had? In some aspects, it probably is, because of all of the different things that I have. Because, like, all of the aspects of the job I'm currently taking, I've done before. A lot of the skills that I'm going to put to test in this job, I've done before. I've just not done them all together at the same time. It's one of those things where I'm like, well, it is definitely intense, because I have to deal with all of these different elements. And I think that the training definitely did the worst in preparing me for this, because, you know, like I mentioned earlier, like Bago commented, training really doesn't do good at training prepares you, but it also terrifies you. And it terrifies you not because of the work expectations, because like when I hands down, when I started this job, or when I applied and got the job, I knew what I was expecting, because it was in the job description, and you know, everything that I'm going to be doing in the job, I expected. But the thing that really, like, caught me off guard wasn't what I was expected to do, but the rules, all of the minute little legal BS that goes into working the job. Like, that's the part that freaked me out. Because they're like, oh, there's so many cases where it can go wrong, and you have to be the one to mitigate it. And I'm just like, I'm just here to do this job. I'm not here to cause waves. I just want to get paid so that I can keep living. I don't care about the legal stuff, because I will try my best not to abuse my job and do my best to do everything correct. Can we not freak me out with all of the cases of times that people got sued because they did my job wrong? Can we not talk about that? You know, that's what was going through my head the entire time. I was just like, this is too much. So, but anyway, I get through my first day. Yeah, very exhilarating, very tiring. I get through the end. We're on my way back to the floor, or from the floor of where we were working. And my boss calls me. He's like, my manager, because like I said, the guy that assigned me my training with the on-duty trainer was the owner. The manager who hired me and was in charge of scheduling was on vacation. So he didn't know I was actually taking my training. So he calls me on the phone from his training. He's like, hey, I heard you passed training. That's awesome. I'm very proud of you. I knew that you would. Because when we went through this interview, you know, he was very excited to talk. And I'm going to try not to toot my own horn here, because I am a very humble person. I try to be. But he was very excited to hire me because of all of the previous things I had done. Again, because like I had all of these previous work experiences that, you know, as I laid them out, he was like really excited. And so I was personally excited. I mean, like, you know, he wanted to call me and just say, hey, that he was really excited to meet with me in person when he gets back, and he can't wait to assign me training. And I'm like, oh, did they not tell you I just completed my training? And he's like, oh, I did not know that. See, because normally, again, he's normally the one that would assign me that. And the only reason why he didn't know is because the only person that could supersede his choices was the owner, and the owner was the one who gave me the training. So, and so because of that, he didn't know I actually had taken the training, and so he was happy that I had taken the training. He's like, "All right, sounds good." After I heard he was like, pleased, I was like, "Can I like not come back in tomorrow so that I can sleep? Because my body is aching. All 8 tentacles are wanting to fall off." I obviously didn't say it like that. I obviously didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. And he's like, "Obviously you can." Because what's funny is the schedule, which I have now, didn't come out until Friday and Saturday. So he's like, "That's fine. I mean, like, you're not even on the schedule, and the schedule doesn't come out until Friday, Saturday. So you can go home and rest." So, I limped home, I climbed into my car, and I drove home. And that was like that was Thursday, right? Yeah, that was Thursday. So that was my Thursday. And so, yeah, my legs are perhaps the things that are the most tired. Like my arms, my arms are tired, but this job is primarily a walking and moving job. Over here, chat. Hello, Temp. Welcome. I love seeing that wrench next to your name. Shows that you know what you're doing. I think. What was I saying? Runs around with torches in both hands. Oh gosh. What was I saying? Oh, right. So, I hobble home. And again, this is a job that is not... I mean, it's intense, like, with your arms. Like most jobs are. I mean, I think security was the only job where my arms really weren't tired ever, because it was really just walking around, yelling at people. My voice would often get more tired than my arms would. Yeah, I get home, I'm tired, and I sleep. Okay, so turn to Friday night, all right? And I don't have the schedule yet. And I was like sitting there afraid, because I knew in my head, I was like, well, the schedule starts Sunday. And actually, let me take a moment to read the comments for a moment. One goes good, just bad at catching up. Tom Nook has my soul. Oh dear. Bureaucracy, like a constant in this world. Yeah, bureaucracy. Unfortunately, bureaucracy is one of those things that you kind of need in a small fashion in order for the world to continue moving. There's no way that you can escape it. Excuse me. The world needs bureaucracy. As much as we don't want to admit it, we do need it. And as long as people aren't taking advantage of that, I'm okay with it. There's gonna be rules to just bore people that need to... Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, here's the thing. Most of the rules that got me and freaked me out were like the, you will get sued or you will get fired if you do this. And it's just like, I don't plan on doing that or this, but thanks for freaking me out anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so Friday night rolls around, alright? I'm on top of the world, okay? I just had a call with Paco's doing good, by the way. He is hopefully gonna come back to streaming soon. Like I mentioned, he allowed me to invite a few people onto this server. I may invite like a couple more. I don't want to invite too many because I want to keep it balanced with the amount of people he has invited, but I've invited a couple of people that I trust, that I don't think are going to destroy his creations and my creations. because they have a history of not doing that. So he and I talk. I decide I'm gonna stream Detroit last night, which I did, and that was really fun. And if you didn't see the VOD, you should go watch the VOD. And I can't believe I am able to actually say that. But if you have not seen the Detroit stream, excuse me, highly recommend you go watch it because it was funny, and I went late, way longer than I was planning on, because yeah. Hey, hello, Katie. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. There we go. Welcome, welcome. We're still working on finishing up this pathway. We're almost done here with getting this pathway all the way up from the ground, and then we can finally start working on shaping the land better and working on the farm. It was a lot of fun. Indeed, it was. We got through, for those that are wondering, we got through the bar scene. I was unsure if I would be able to stream. As far as I know, YouTube has not taken down that video for sexual content, which is good. Because there is no sexual content in that game. At all. At all. There is none. I would say that Detroit is way more tame than Cyberpunk in that regard. So, you know, thank you, YouTube, for acting that way. And not removing that content. Oh, I'll have to answer that later. But yeah, if you haven't seen the VOD for that, I would recommend going to watch it because it's really fun. I do plan on, by the way, for all of those that are wondering, I do plan to stream on YouTube at least 3 days a week, starting now. Me and Paco were talking about the days, because there are specific days that he thinks that I should be streaming. What days did we talk about? Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday. So the next time I'll be on YouTube is next Wednesday. So if you are particularly a fan of me on YouTube, expect to see me on Wednesday, because that is the day I do plan to continue streaming. I need more stone steps. I still plan to stream on Facebook. I'm gonna try and keep streams on Facebook to 2 to 3 days as well. I'll still be playing Minecraft on Facebook as a majority. I think I only played Minecraft today because I honestly couldn't. I was thinking of a couple ideas, but I want to plan out a little bit better and make a thumbnail for other games. So next week there's gonna be, I think we're planning, I'd have to confirm, but I'm pretty sure what we're doing is it'll be 3 games, one every single day that I stream on YouTube, and then there's just gonna be Minecraft on Facebook for the currents. And Tom Nook joke was to say I bought a Switch and we'll have to pay it until November, so I'm just asking around if people have them too. Yes, I do have a Switch, indeed. You can message me about that later. Right now, I've been playing Kirby's Forgotten World right now, which that's kind of been what I've been enjoying recently. That I actually might be continuing that. Actually, I may either I will be playing Kirby or I will start something else on the Switch, because I do want to play games on the Switch. Speaking of which, Splatoon 3 is coming out soon, and if you guys have Splatoon, if you guys obtain Splatoon 3, I will play it. I will do matches with you guys. I want to do that. That sounds like fun. So buy Splatoon 3 so that we can play matches together. I don't know how that'll work. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because if Splatoon 3 matchmaking is like Splatoon 2, then we may not get the chance to. It really just depends, because Splatoon has not been known for its good matchmaking skills. Like, legitimately, I think Temp knows this especially. Matchmaking in Splatoon is awful. It is not based off of like the way it should work is you have friends in your friends list, you should be able to matchmake with them. But the way that I understand it, you can't do that. You cannot matchmake in Splatoon 2. Like, you just have to get lucky.
Thank you, user.
And Carla May on Facebook. thank you for the follow over there on Facebook. Oh my goodness, thank you. So yeah, it just doesn't work like that. You have to just get lucky and hope that you match up with somebody on the server. Apparently it can happen. I've seen many clips of Japanese people doing that. I mean, maybe Japanese people have matchmaking, but I've never seen it. I have never seen good matchmaking for the American side. If it's an exclusivity thing for the Japanese, it would not surprise me. They like to do stuff like that. It's not really an issue. I mean, it could be a bigger issue, but I don't really care. Anyway, let's go back and rest. After both done with stream, yes. Chore? This isn't a chore, this is a passion. No, actually, it's becoming a job for me, eventually. And I'm just gonna say that because that's what I want it to be. It is gonna be my job eventually. Stay blocking. It sounds like I'm blocking the haters on Twitter. Can't see the haters. Okay, I tried to cover my eyes there and I forgot that you guys wouldn't see that. I had a moment. I had a moment there. You'll have to excuse me. Okay, this pathway's looking really good so far. I am gonna spend some time after we're done here terraforming this down so that it looks like the ground, like I want to make it look like the ground was perfect and then we just built the pathway up this. Even though that's not the way even though that's not the way it worked, I want it to look like that. Okay. Here we go. After all of the building here, we finally reached the top. I knew it would probably take a while, but I'm glad that we made it all the way up here. I'm gonna have to replant some of these trees because they definitely need I need to thicken the amount of foliage in this forest here. I do also have plans, by the way. Oh, I don't remember seeing that. Oh, I forgot. I've got Optifine again. I have not had Optifine for so long. Ever since 1.19 came out, I have not had it. I have Optifine again, so now I can Optifine all over the place and look all over the place. Thank goodness for that. This isn't the final version. This is the preview version of Optifine. So, if you are as excited as I am for the actual release of Optifine, go and support the Optifine creators. I am not sponsored by them. Totally not sponsored by them. That would be cool. But go support the Optifine creators because they do really great work helping to optimize the game of Minecraft, where Mojang doesn't. So go and support them and their efforts. Not sponsored, but I would want to be. Sponsor me Optifine. I will bring you like 3 or 4 people. That's worth at least a couple of dollars. To your free use software. I will give you great exposure. I will give you 350 cents. Oh gosh. That was a horrible meme. Apparently people still try and do that today, by the way. I've heard that, I talked to a lot of artists, and I really do mean a lot of artists. Because, I have, friends like Ari, who does art for me. And he talks about me to a couple of other people occasionally. And then, you know, I just have artists that, you know, I talk to them and then I buy art from them. And then they just randomly are like, hey, can I make you this? And I always feel bad when someone is just like, hey, can I make you this? Because they're obviously doing it, and like some of them are just like, oh, I really just love your character, that's why I want to do it. I always feel bad because it's just like, oh, but I feel like I'm taking from you if I'm not like paying you. And they're like, oh, you don't have. They're like, oh, you can if you really want to, but you don't have to. I'm not doing this for any other reason except for because I like you. And it's just like my entire life. Oh, what's right? How do I say this? My entire life, I've not. I've been the person that just wants to give because I feel like, you know, being the kind of person I am, and if I have a way to help people, and sometimes I help people outside of my means, and I need to stop doing that because that could get me in trouble, financially. But I just like helping people. I like helping people be happy. Like if I see somebody in pain, I will try to do it. But and maybe that's just me being I don't know if that's a Christian thing or it's just how my heart works, but I just like helping people. So whenever an artist just is like, hey, can I do this for you? I always just feel weird because I don't know how to. I have to remember, because, you know, grandma always taught me, you know, if someone does something nice for you, accept it, because they obviously just want to be nice, and don't be rude and say no. Like, I've had to remember, I've had to remember how to, be accepting of kindness, and does that sound weird? It sounds weird. I know. I apologize if it sounds weird. It's just... I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I feel stupid. Continuing on, but... I continuously appreciate the kindness of others. And my hope is one day I will be able to give back tenfold, if possible, the kindness of others, if possible. How does that look right there? It's getting better. Anyway, swing back to what I was talking about earlier with work. Tomorrow is my first actual official for realsies shift. Okay, and so the way that tomorrow is gonna work is I'm gonna no longer have help. I'm gonna be a fish out of water. I'll be out of training. Okay, and they're going to give me like a training work day, basically. So basically what that means is, you know, you've got your regular workload for the day, your regular expected workload. And because I'm new and I'm not used to the job, they know I'm not going to perform, with the same capacity as the rest of the other workers. Oh, my inventory's already full again. Now I'm back. Doggos have cold water. That's good. Always feed your doggos. But yeah, so they know already. They're like, we don't expect you to be at full capacity for at least a week, maybe 2. So we're going to start you off slow with a workload that is about half of what's normally expect. And so tomorrow, that is what I'm going to expect. Again, I'm still terrified because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to, like, I don't know, I don't want to mess up. That's basically it. I just don't want to mess up. And so, so tomorrow is going to be a different type of mental gymnastics for me, because tomorrow is going to be me not freaking out while I do my workload. And it's going to be me getting through the day, praying probably quite a lot. I will be praying quite a lot tomorrow. And I will just be living on a prayer that I don't, I mean, I expect I will probably mess up. I'm hoping I don't make a critical mess up. I hope I don't make a, oh shoot, that's so bad you have to get fired critical mess up. I mean, like, I feel like most, if not all employees think that. I would hope. I hope you're not planning on messing up when you go to your first day of work. Oh my goodness, I would be a bad kid if you did that. But I'm just, in my head, my resolution is, I know that I will probably not be correct all of the way. My only hope is that I just am not, like, royally bad. And I don't think I will be. Like, my trainer said that he thinks I have promise, and that he thinks that I'll do alright. Which I guess I should be grateful that he thinks so highly of me. Yeah. Again, I'm not trying not to... I'm trying to keep modest while saying... I'm trying to say I have faith, and also trying to have modesty in saying that. Yeah. I'm going to assume that you guys don't mind too much, because nobody has said that they think I'm being conceited or anything, so I'm going to assume that you guys are in, at the very least, a little bit okay with me and how I'm, you know, choosing to talk about this. But excuse me, back to beating my head over Elden Ring. Have fun with that. Oh goodness. Okay, let's put away those. We don't need those. Those. Okay, it is almost nighttime. Let's rest. But yeah, that is my goal. My goal is to make it through the day. Obviously, one of the things I like to do at work. Prototyping my base is a pain. Oh, I'm sure. Are you also making a base right now? Sir/madam. Hopefully it is going well. I would say that what I'm working on right now is going decent. Oh, I'm almost out of cobblestone. That shouldn't be hard to get more of. I have a plethora of cobblestone I can dig from. But if that's all I have left... I thought I had more. I probably just used a bunch of it. I mean, I can mine more. That's not going to be an issue. Mining more of that's not... Well, it'll just take a little bit of time. I removed the beacon, by the way, as you can see. No more beacon, just because. I don't need it right now. Give me that. And... No, it's not. Okay, good. Give me a stack of you. Oh, there's one more stack here. Perfect. That. Okay, so I've been watching some videos on making farms. I watched Blue Nerd again because he's one of my favorites. I'm gonna try and change up a little bit how I was working on these, because I think what I had going with these was alright. I just want to edit a little bit of the process. Also, we're not done here. I want to add water to this area right here. I think that's good. What I also did, I changed up what I was using. I used to be using trapdoors. I'm no longer doing that because, one, it really doesn't matter what this is. Well, I mean, it does matter. I don't want to use trapdoors because if you can easily you know, click the trapdoors, and I'm planning to put lights on those, and if you click the trapdoor, it's broken, and so... I trust I trust the people that I have on the server, but, like, I don't trust people accidentally doing it. Not accidentally doing it is what I mean to say. So, I'm replacing it just so that nobody accidentally does something bad. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna work some more on these I think the goal for the rest of the stream now, because we're about an hour into it. I usually do these for about 2.5 hours. I would like to outline the rest of the farms, at least for this first section here, and see if we can't start to put them together here. As you can see here, all of the wheat has grown here. What I should do is really just harvest all of this and get more wheat growing. I'm not gonna do that. Well, you know what, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna get all of this. This is real nice and satisfying. I hope you guys are satisfied. I hope you are satisfied with the amount of look at all those seeds that I'm getting. Look at all the wheat here that I'm getting. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this field of satisfaction here, guys. Like, I play Satisfactory for fun. Probably won't stream it for a while, just because it's a game that I play for fun now. But listen to that satisfaction. So beautiful. Oh, I missed you. I'll have to come back for that. Look at that. The entire field. You know, oh my gosh. Look at how many seeds that gave us. Wow. Oh, we still missed a few. Alright. That was beautiful. Here's what we're gonna do. Turn all of those into wheat blocks, because we're gonna save them for when we make more scarecrows. So, let's put you in here. Let's spare wheat in here. I think this is a Splatoon song that we're listening to right now. We are gonna replant all of it. And you know what the best part is? Now that we have done our first successful harvest, we've got more seeds to play around with. And now that we've got more seeds to play around with, we can plant more crops. More crops around... Yeah, see these other farms over here? We're gonna plant crops in here. Hopefully finish laying down all the crops we need for the area. And it'll be beautiful. Okay, that was one stack. We've got multiple. That is a lot of seeds. I didn't actually know how many seeds we would get out of that, because I know on average I feel like you get 2 to 3 seeds, sometimes 4. I want to say, for when you harvest one one bundle of wheat. So I want to say that. Let's see, we harvested like 3 stacks of wheat. Something around that. 3, 4, maybe. So this is about... Yeah, this is about right. A lot of seeds, I'm telling you. Oh, goodness. Anyway. It took me an hour to ask this. I think. Maybe I asked this and forgot. I can't remember. But I'm gonna ask it anyway. How's everyone doing? How is everybody's Saturday? I put up a poll. I put up a poll for you guys to answer. If you haven't answered yet, take a moment and answer it, 'cause I want to know if today is a good day. Hi, hello, Legaspi. Welcome. I used to know a friend with that last name. That's a cool last name. I believe that is a Filipino last name. Because he was also from the Philippines. I apologize if you were not from the Philippines, but that is just where he was from, and so that is why I asked. Cool that's a cool last name. I hope you're having a good day. Doing great? I am glad you're doing great. Very glad. Again, I had a pretty nice day of rest. Now I'm going to 3 days of work. So the way that my schedule works is I'm going to have I think it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are my days of work. Which is, I'm gonna be honest, that's really weird for me. I have never had a Saturday off. I mean, I don't know if this is a permanent thing. I'm gonna say probably not, because I'm brand new and there are people with seniority and are superior in terms of, you know, time spent here at the company. So I will probably not keep that schedule. This is probably just a we're placing you here at the moment kind of thing. But who knows? Maybe I will get Saturdays, Fridays, and Saturdays off. That'd be pretty fine with me. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like working Sundays. I don't know. We'll see. We will see, I think. Alright, we got a lot of seeds left over here. That's awesome, because when we plant the next farms, it will go amazing. Now, we're not just going to have wheat farms. Wheat farms are going to be the most common thing that I plant, because it does look pretty. I think for every 3 wheat farms, we're going to do a regular farm, just, you know, just as an extra. But they are definitely going to be the most common farm that we have for this area here. The other farms I think what we'll do is we're going to do wheat farms. We're going to do pumpkins and melons. I also want to do like a I was watching Blue Nerd today again, like I mentioned, and he showed off designs for a wheat farm that has been harvested, and I want to do something like that because that looked really dang cool. So I think I'm gonna do something like that as well. It's just like where the bundles of wheat are, you know, pulled together and stuck in the ground. Excuse me, waiting to get picked up by willing workers, and by willing I mean willing workers. Totally not people that are not hired, you know, by the queen and her glorious kingdom to do work. Let's see here. Let's go around over this way. You know DeChill. I think so. I believe I've heard of that name from, I think that's a name I've heard from one of my followers on Facebook. I'm not going to dox people, but I believe that is somebody I've seen from Facebook. Alright, so because we're adding a wall here, so basically what I'm thinking about doing is, originally I had planned to like raise all of this ground up. I'm not doing that anymore because I'm lazy and I just don't feel like it works. What we're going to do is we're just going to slowly expand a giant circle around here. Just like that. And we will just fill in the dirt that we need to right here. It's not gonna be a perfect circle, but the goal is just to make like an enclosure sort of dealio. Oh boy, is that the last? Okay, good, it's not. Like I said, we are not doing good in terms of cobblestone. I bet you we're gonna have to make more. Go mine some more. Yeah, I mean that's how you make more. Okay, but there we go. That is another enclosure. We're gonna put wheat in here as well. I think I'm gonna raise up the ground just a little bit to make it more even for the area. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. What we'll do is we'll actually get rid of this layer. We'll raise the layer here because I feel like that'll just work better. Because I want this to be, I don't care if it's a little uneven, the plane is a little uneven here. I think that actually helps to fit with the 3D immersion of the landscape. But I don't want it to be like too wonky. So I am going to bring this layer up here just because. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of you. Alright, so there we go. We've got ourselves a raised up plain. Let's get the cobblestone all the way up here. At least one layer. Like so. And see, I'm gonna leave this because this is eventually going to be tower. Or, yeah, this is gonna be a tower and part of the wall when we get down here. And that could be a couple of months from now. I have no idea. That just depends. Since I am gonna try and stream this more confidently on Facebook, I do plan to try and get some of these projects done sooner. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm basically going through here. I'm removing some of the... We're basically doing the replacement game where I'm replacing stuff. This is gonna be the opening, by the way. We're just gonna make the opening right here. And I'm gonna replace some of the ground here, not all of it. Just so that people can get over there. Remove you, actually. And place you instead right there. There we go. I may get moved again, I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna move you right there. Let's remove all the blocks that I intend to replace with the mossy. I actually don't want you there. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Okay. And there we go. Alright. Cool. Mossy cobblestone there. Now what we're gonna do, raise it up. Now not every single one of these are going to be one block up. We're gonna do it occasionally. So what we're also gonna do is put down steps and slabs. It just adds to the wall here. Wall type. Again, I'm mimicking both what Blue Nerd showed in the video, as well as kind of just Whiterun's farm types in Skyrim. Okay. Over. Okay, let's put one there. There. And that's good. Right, let's put down some stairs. Just to kind of... I kind of want to also just put stairs down to make it kind of feel like it's... Because this, these farms aren't quote-unquote ruined, but they are, like, you know, they're not brand new. If that makes sense. Okay. And you know, there should be something there. Okay, perfect. And let's see here. Was there something else I was gonna place down the walls? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I was gonna place something else down for these walls, and now... Oh, never mind. I remember now. Replace some of this with stone now. Regular stone. Again, just want to randomize the variation just a little bit so that it feels not so samey. Just not like so much the same. And the goal of these gardens are not meant to keep mobs out at all. I highly suspect if someone decides to just hang out in one of these gardens, they're probably gonna get killed by a creeper, which hopefully doesn't happen, because this is something that I'm spending a lot of time building. But you know, the hope would be if somebody is running away from mobs, they run into the actual city part here and hide in a house where mobs can't get them, because these walls are not meant for protecting against mobs. They are meant to be plots for planting. Okay, well, there we go. Now that we've got that all situated, let's put away the dirt here, because we're done with it. We're running out of space for dirt. I think by the end of this, I'm gonna have more double chests full of dirt than I know what to do with. Okay, let's put the rest All these away. We're probably gonna have to go mining eventually tonight for more cobblestone. If I don't, I'm probably just gonna mine it off camera. Okay, let's see here. I need... excuse me, both of you and you. Horse dirt, fruit dirt, and there we go. Perfect. Take another pathway there. And horse dirt. Perfect. Because the reason why I'm doing this is I want to make it sold that, you know, this is a pathway. Actually, replace you with more rid dirt. I want to make it look like this is a pathway. Reason why there's no good grass is because people walk over it a lot. And so let's also add some buttons for rocks. Perfect. We're also going to get rid of... I don't think we're going to get rid of all of these, but we're going to get rid of some of these if they're really close to the wall, because we're going to put lanterns on the wall instead for lighting once we put down the other forms of lighting and the oak leaves. Okay, make these. Right, there we go. We're just gonna place, we're not gonna place a lot of it. We're gonna place, well, okay. We're gonna place some of this down here. The goal is not to cover the entire fence, but to like, to make it look like it's kind of just got leaves around it. Like so. I don't feel like that works. That does not work at all. Okay, that works. I think that works. Okay, let's go around here. I want to leave this area because, again, I don't know where we're going to be placing the start of the next farm. I want to say I want the next farm to kind of curve that way, maybe. Or, actually, what we could do, just have the farm curve this way, you know, come right back. And then this empty spot we could leave for trees. Actually, that would work out pretty well. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the rest of that for now. Where's this song from? This is a good song. Oh shoot! I accidentally muted it. 1:15. This sounds like Xenoblade music. Never mind, it's Fire Emblem. Never mind, that is Fire Emblem music, although it kind of sounded like Xenoblade music. An anime game, so you know. Oh gosh. People are gonna hate me for saying that. I probably shouldn't, but all anime games sometimes sound like they have similar music to me. I'm probably gonna get... People are probably gonna get so angry at me for saying that. I promise. I mean no disrespect by saying that. I swear. Maybe it's just my autistic brain. I blame my autistic brain. Okay? Please. Please no bully. Oh goodness. I feel like I'm gonna unleash a horde if I say what I said there. Okay. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna go back and forth and fill up the area with water so that we can lay down this right here. So fun fact about wheat. We love you, Mom. Oh, thank you, Other Flames. I appreciate it. Fun fact about wheat. You don't actually need water to grow wheat. You can just plop it in the middle of a sun-soaked desert with one thing of dirt that you hoed or tilled, I guess. and it'll grow just really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that will cover all of this, all of this, or all the way over to there. We need one more bucket of water here, and that should cover all the way over to there. Okay. Welcome, Other Flames, by the way. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a good night tonight. For those that have not yet, I would ask, if you have not, to please like the video, because whenever you like the video, it actually does a couple things for me. I may say this more often. I'm going to try not to make it annoying, but whenever you like the video, it does tell YouTube that people that are similar to you will like my content, and so it pushes it to other audiences that have similar content tastes to you. So let's say that you like VTubers. Someone else who likes VTubers may also like this content. So if you do not, if you like the video, it will help push it to other people. I'll get discovered, you know, such and such. Because YouTube works off of a lot of different things, and recommendations is one of them. Hello there, nerd? Your name is Nerd. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Nerd05. Welcome to the stream. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day today. Actually, we can put you right there instead. We are, well, I am making a farm right now. And, well, we're making a farm to look pretty. That is the goal. We're making farm right now because farm looks pretty. I should grab the grass, by the way. Not the grass, leaves. Leaves. Okay. The reason why I'm grabbing this is pronounced native nerd, but you can just call me nerd. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, welcome, Mr. Native. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here. Hope you're having a good day today. We are currently building a farm here. Because farms are cool. Let's do that. Ooh, that looks nice. We're building a, and this farm is not really gonna be for anything other than looks. Because I already have, farms that produce endless amounts of food for me. I don't need this. This is purely so that when people come visit my castle, they'll be like, Akko, wow, there's a cool looking field there. And it's just like, I know, right? I like it too. I like it too. So, you know, that's why I'm making it, so that people can say nice things about what I built. Totally just for that reason and that reason alone. I'm having a good day. How's your day been? My day has been great. I did just finish talking about it, but I'm basically psyching myself up for my first real day of work tomorrow at my brand new job. And so that will be exciting stuff. That'll be exciting stuff. I'm really psyched about it. We're gonna have a good day. Things are gonna go exactly the way I want them to be. Even though that's probably not what's gonna happen, but we will take it one bit at a time. And we will succeed. We'll do great, I'm pretty sure. And I'll make sure that you guys all know. Nice, I know, right? Okay. But yeah, I'm cautious. Is cautiously optimistic? I think cautiously optimistic is the right word for it. 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay. Put water there. you know, I should really start putting these down. The reason why I put the slabs here is so that I can put these down. So that the light, so that because if you don't put anything there, a zombie will spawn on top of the slab. Now, technically, if I just leave that area blank, like don't put anything there, I don't have to worry about zombie spawns, or, you know, spawns of mobs in general. But there's no fun in that, and I don't want to fall into the water. Because if you fall into the water, then you have to get back out of it, and there's a chance that you could break the crop if you do that, so I don't want to do that. So we're just doing that so that, you know, we can both be cautious and look cool. Yeah. And we're just going to intermittently put torches down here so that we have increased lighting in the area round about of the... Oh, okay. Area roundabout here. Okay. Let's get the bucket back out. We are going to... Let's see here. Where are we at? Just put this here, so... Should be able to go all the way over to there. Let's see this. 3, 4... 2, 3... Gotta go, but have fun. Well, you have a good day, sir. If you liked, do consider giving a like to the video, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, let's see. This is 4. Oh, we need to put you... That is also 4. If we put you here. And let's put you there. And then we just start doing this. I should grab all of this and that. Those 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, we're this close. That's okay. Oh, you know, we're gonna have to leave one of these spots empty for a scarecrow, I think. We need to make more scarecrows, actually. Oh, let's finish building this first. Then we can make a scarecrow. I don't want to put a scarecrow in every single one. Because I feel like that would be an over excess. I think I want to put, like, every other one. Spaced enough apart that it like, I feel like it fits. So I think we'll put one... not in this one. I think we're gonna avoid doing... Oh no. I think we're gonna avoid doing a scarecrow in here, and instead we're going to do it in the next one. Ooh, is this Metroid Dread? I think this is Metroid Dread. Hold on, I want to check this real quick. No, that's Metroid Prime. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. But there we go. That's another farm completed. Let's actually grab the seeds. And, we're going to plant some of those. Now, for the next farm I want to do a flower farm, just because, you know, I wasn't actually planning on doing flowers. I was planning on keeping it just to, wheat. But Blue Nerd convinced me to do more than just wheat. So we're gonna do wheat and a couple flowers. Maybe pumpkins. Maybe. I don't know. We're not gonna do all... We're definitely not doing all of the different types, because there's no real need to do that. But we're going to do a couple different types of plants here that I feel like will look good with the rest of the setup here. Goodness, these farms take a lot of seeds. almost done here with the... Oh, we ran out of seeds. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sleep off the night. We're gonna finish laying those seeds here. Oh wow, we're on our left. See, this is how fast you use up seeds when making a lot of farms like this. Which is kind of neat. I think in a moment I'm gonna end the poll. I like using polls. I think you could do I think polls are a thing that you can do on Facebook as well. I just don't know how to do them. Well, the thing about Facebook is it's really easy, or not Facebook, YouTube. The thing about YouTube is really easy to do polls because it's just right there in the stream, and I can just look over and click make poll, which is nice. Facebook, I think you have to dig for it. I don't know. Give me some of these dandelions. Where are the other flowers? We need flowers. Actually, we're gonna do a sunflower farm. That's gonna look cool. I think that's what we're gonna do. Sunflowers is what we're gonna do. I think those are gonna look nice. Never got past getting into the game and trying to figure out how to craft. Started building a house, but that's it. Yeah, Minecraft is definitely, it's an experience that if you're not really a person that enjoys crafting games that much, and I'm not saying that you're not a crafter, Katie. I bet you there's a lot of other fun games that you enjoy that have similar aspects. But just in general, I think Minecraft is one of those games where if you're not ready for just how complex the simple game can be, and if you don't have a clear goal with what you want to do, Minecraft is one of those games. Like I've had off and on relationships with Minecraft, just because when I get bored, I don't know what to do and I stop playing. And I think that's unfortunately the thing that can happen to people is you play for a bit, you realize that you don't know what you want to do, and then you just stop playing. I've had that happen to me multiple times, where, I play for a couple days, sometimes in creative, and I do genuinely believe that creative mode ruins your drive to play the game. Which is why I refrain from doing it as much as possible. Because creative mode is great when you have a clear idea for what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, creative mode is very bad. Excuse me. Because you end up playing for like a day or two, and then you realize you don't know what to do anymore because you've already made the giant building or weird freaking thing that you want to do. It's one of those things where even if I start a world over again and again and again, I will try not to spawn anything in, period, regardless if I get upset with the monotonous of it, because the moment that I cheat anything in, it starts to feel less valuable to me. So, I mean, the only times I've had to do that recently... Have I done that recently? I'm trying to think if I've had to do that recently. I don't think I have. Oops. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's good. Thought I accidentally knocked something over there. But no, yeah, creative mode is one of those things that I try to avoid at all costs. I may occasionally look up the coordinates for something, in a personal world when I want to test something. Like when new versions of the game come out, I will go into my personal world, like, because I have a personal survival world that I've had for over... Oh, how long have I had this world? It's been like, let's see, I want to say almost 2 years at least. Yeah, at the very least 2 years. I've had my personal save. I will 100% admit, I go into creative mode in my personal world. That's a little bit bigger than I was hoping for, but okay. when I want to test something. Like when 1.19 came out, I immediately went in to find a ancient city so that I could learn how ancient cities worked. Because I obviously watched videos on it. You know, I watched Toy Cat do videos on it, and I watched so many other people do videos on ancient cities. But I have to get hands-on experiences with the with new stuff in order to understand how I can use it and how I can enjoy it. So when the new update came out, I went into creative mode, said, give me the ancient city closest to me in my world, and I went there, and I tested things out. And I learned the best strategies for, you know, taking care of the warden and all that stuff. But like beyond that, for me, I personally don't enjoy going into creative mode during a series where, you know, something like this, I am going to do my best to avoid using creative at all costs. I'm sure there's going to be a moment where it's unavoidable. I'm going to try to avoid that until I can't. Let's see here. We're just gonna place some of these vines across here. Just some extra lighting and decoration. But yeah, that's like always been my thing, is creative mode, my personal opinion, just kind of ruins the feeling of you know, just playing the game in general. And that's my personal opinion. If you can go around playing in creative mode for hours and hours and hours on end with a clear idea of what you want to do, you are way better at doing creative mode building than I am. Because again, I get in it for maybe a day or two, and that day or two is a couple hours at a time. Once I'm done, I'm like, oh, this is definitely Xenoblade. Oh man, this gave me the chills. Oh, speaking of Xenoblade, real quickly, did you guys know that Xenoblade 3 is coming out in like a week? I'm planning, that is the other game I'm going to be playing on this channel. When Xenoblade 3 comes out, I'm going to be playing it. Probably not day 1, but at the very least day 2 or 3. I plan to play the game. And Temp, if you're listening, you better be at least a day or 2 ahead of me so that you can sit and chat with me. Just saying. But I do plan to play Xenoblade 3. Excuse me. But yeah, I've always been a huge proponent of just trying to play things in survival as much as possible. I think it'd be fun if I figured it out, but it'd be like The Sims where I play it off and on. Yeah, I haven't touched The Sims in a long time. Oh man, I think I got really turned off by The Sims because, you know, the base game is like $20-$30. I can't remember how much The Sims cost. But, you know, once you buy the regular base game, you have to spend like $40, $20 to $40 for every expansion. It's just like, what the heck? So in order for me to have a pet, I have to pay $40, or I can't remember how much it was. I just remember being upset because it was like, this seems like way too much money just for me to do one thing or to have a couple new additions to the game. But that's video games these days. You know, you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money for these little transactions here. It's not something really worth complaining about, though. I only use it for prototyping builds so that when you build in survival, you don't make too many mistakes. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I actually do that as well a little bit. Not as often, but I do 100% agree that is a good use for creative mode, for prototyping builds. I remember back when I was playing in my Survivor worlds, when that was what I streamed all the time, I did do that. I did do a lot of prototyping. I don't do it as much as I do anymore. Probably could do it more, but that's not something I do as much anymore in my Mostly just because a lot of the ideas I do mess around with, I am playing on stream, and I would rather just like do it on stream, prototype it on stream. But speaking of which, excuse me, I don't know if I should say this. This is kind of a big thing. Well, I think I already kind of said it on, I think I already kind of said it on Discord, I think. If I didn't, then this might be the first place you guys are hearing it. So, today, this is me kind of eating my words a little bit. I, in the past, have said that I do not like mods that much. And that is changing. I used to try and play Minecraft on camera as completely as unmodded as possible because I'm a bit of a purist with Minecraft. Just a bit. Mostly just because I enjoy the vanilla experience. That's mostly why. Okay, it's bedtime. And for the longest time, I haven't played much modded, period, for an audience. I think I tried recording some modded, and it didn't work out because I had no idea what the mod... Like, I downloaded a Skyblox mod pack, and I tried to record a video for it, but I was so uninterested in the idea, because my big problem with mod packs, and the reason why I don't get into them, is because a lot of them have a progression system, and you just follow that progression system like a normal video game. And that's not why I play Minecraft. I play Minecraft for the creative aspect and for the beauty of the chaos in the game, not like having a clear defined goal, a goal that you make. And by adding a mod pack that gives you a goal, I've always been turned off because I personally just didn't like inventing my own goals. I think I know that some people are gonna think I'm stupid or crazy, but that's how I've always operated. And for the longest time, I've always kind of just said to myself, I don't really feel like playing a mod pack on camera, just because that's not what I feel like I would enjoy. But that changed. That changed, actually. So I'm gonna drink water. Excuse me. That changed because I was on YouTube the other day, you know, as I normally am, you know, just normally I'm on YouTube often, just surfing. If I'm not watching either drama related things or just funny fluff videos, I'm researching topics for things that I can do in videos. Because, you know, as I'm moving up, I want to, you know, research things that might be fun for people to watch or be interesting, you know. 3, 4. So, I'm always doing that. Even if I'm at work and just surfing randomly during my lunch break, I'm doing that still. You know, Mr. Beast is one of the guys I watch a lot, just because I'm always studying his ethic and stuff, and how to be a better content creator, and stuff. So, the other day... wait, I think... We're turning this into a sunflower field. Never mind. We don't need to make this. We don't need to make this that ground, because sunflowers don't need water. What was I saying? Oh, right. So I've been working on video ideas, and you know, I was watching a couple of Minecraft videos for the stream, and randomly, in my suggestion feed, which more often than not is full of good ideas, so thank you YouTube for that. More often than not, I get great suggestions for videos, and one that came up, okay, one that came up, as soon as I say this, I think some of you are gonna get really excited. one that came up that got me really excited, because I had played this mod before as part of a mod pack, and I never got excited to try it, only because it was confusing for me, and I wanted to try it on my own time when just when I wanted to, and I never had that chance. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I want to use some coarse dirt. I can put you down on these, right? Yes, I can. So the mod that came up, okay, you guys ready for this? Was the 0.5 update for the create mod, okay? And this is a mod that, again, I played it in the past a little bit. I had played it, and I had enjoyed what I had seen, because, you know, it's not a bad mod pack at all. It's actually really fun. A lot of the stuff in the create mod pack is very funky and silly, and it just got me chuckling because all of the stuff that was kind of in it was just fun. Excuse me. And so I wanted to try it because it was just one of those games that I remember myself saying, you know, one day I want to try this game out and see just how good it is on my personal time, you know. So, you know, time passes and I forget about it. And it wasn't yesterday, it was, I think, the day before yesterday. Yeah, it was the day before yesterday. I get this ad for the create mod. And I'm saying to myself, well, here we go. This is the perfect time for me to download this mod and try it out. So, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I get on to Forge. No, it was CurseForge. That's where you download all of the mods, if I remember correctly. I get onto CurseForge, and I look at the requirements, and I should have asked Temp about this. Temp, if you're in the audience, I'm sorry for not asking you to... although CurseForge is really safe, I've never really had problems with viruses on CurseForge. I've always kind of just had a relatively safe time. But probably should have asked Temp about it, but I didn't. It's okay though. Let's see here. So I get on there, I look at the requirements, I download the create mod, and I download all the things that go into it. I think it only needed like one mod as an addition mod included into it. And so I get that, and I open up the create mod, and immediately I'm confused. Immediately I'm just looking at this, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing or what's going on. At the time, this was the only mod I had downloaded that like had an interface, but it had items to go along with it. And so I'm looking at it and I'm studying it. I'm watching a few videos on it. Like, there's this guy that like is making silly videos with the trains that are brand new, and the trains are really cool because you don't actually have to power them like in the what is that? There's a train mod that's really famous that I used to love, but it was very particular and I can't remember its name. But like it was really nice. I really liked it because it's just like, okay, there's all these things about the create mod that is simple and easy, and I want to try out for real because I don't feel like I gave the mod a fair enough shake when it came to actually trying out and giving it either a good or a bad review on it. So, you know, I mess around with it for a little bit, and you know, by the end of the day, and I have one of my friends, Malice, who some of you people have seen in either in the chat or in call with occasionally when I do things with Malice. You know, he's like, oh, this is gonna confuse you, because he knows I'm very simple. And by simple, I mean somewhat stupid. But he's like, he knows that it's probably gonna confuse me. He's like, be careful, because that is not a simple mod. I'm like, oh, I'll be careful. I'm not gonna be too confused. You know, he hops in call with me. We sit there where I'm learning. You know, I'm falling in love with the fact that the trains don't require power, and I think that's really cool. We're laughing at just how silly you can make the trains look, because literally you can try to think of something funny without getting in trouble. You can literally do stupid shenanigans. Try not to swear either. You can do shenanigans with this mod. And the trains make it all the better, in my opinion. I think the trains were probably my favorite part that I'm going to be taking advantage of. And so I play around with it for a while, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a series off of this. I'm either gonna make a how-to series off of this, or I'm going to make I'm going to stream myself playing around with this mod, because I enjoy it. Okay, I want to make sure I leave enough room for lighting. Just put a bunch of lights around here. So yeah, I've been messing around with the create mod. I got on it a little bit today just to tinker around a little bit. And I don't really quite know what my goal is yet. Like, I'm gonna wait to stream the game until I have a defined goal. Like, some people have it simple. It's just like, oh, make a cake with these machines. Like, I used to think of that like as a silly goal. But that's like Yogscast ideas, and you know, the Yogscast had a lot of really good ideas when they played with the Minecraft Factory stuff, but I want to, you know, make my own kind of silly ideas. So I don't know, maybe the idea is as simple as make a machine that makes cake. Like, legitimately make a machine that makes another machine, and that machine makes a cake. I don't know if that's too complicated. I don't know, but like, I was sitting there, I was like, what could I do with this, and how could I make it silly but also really stupidly complicated? And the only reason why I want to make it complicated is because then there's a challenge added to it, and if there's a challenge, there's obviously going to be me getting upset with something that doesn't work and learning how things work. And obviously, you know, as I was sitting there and I was working on this as an idea, I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I can't just use create as a mod. I have to do some other stuff in there as well. So there's going to be more than just the create mod. I'm legitimately, and I'm going to spend some more time on this either tomorrow or Monday, whenever I am free from work and not wanting to die from tired. That is going to be something I work on, is more mods I want to add on, because I want to make basically a mod pack. And the only requirements for it is it's got to be 1.18 compatible, because I'm going to be playing on the 1.18 version of Create. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to play Create. I think the biggest thing that caught me was like, whoa, this is on 1.18? I don't feel like I've ever seen mods that are on, you know, the most recent version of Minecraft. And so I wanted to try it, because it's like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll try it. Grab and place some rocks, little cold rocks here. Alright, can at least. So biggest thing is, has to be 1.18 mods. And there are a lot of mods that are 1.18. Like, I was looking through it, It used to be, at least from what I know, from what I knew, 1.8 or mods that were up to date with the most current versions of Minecraft were kind of not easy to find. Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, and who knows, maybe I am, but I feel like mods that were current was not something that you saw. Like, most mods were 1.8 only, because it was easier to program in 1.8. So that was another reason I feel like I was kind of aloof from modding, was because they weren't current Minecraft, and I've just got this thing where I like playing only the current iterations of Minecraft because I enjoy them more than previous ones, which is slowly becoming a take that I am rolling back a little. Well, I'm not going to go to previous versions of Minecraft to play it. No, I'm just going to stick with versions that I enjoy and I like, because I don't like the older... Like, the older versions of Minecraft are fun, yes, but I like current stuff. And so... Where was I going with this? But anyway, I guess to just kind of sum it up, I am making a mod pack. It's going to be a 1.18 mod pack. When I put it together, I will make it visible for people to play. I did not mean to turn that into... Not mean to turn you into that. It will be something that I will invite everyone to come along and play with. So when it comes, you can download, and it's going to be Java, so if you do not have Java, I am sorry. But it will be a Java-only mod pack. But I will encourage you to download it and to do something fun with it. What I think I'm going to do in regards to that is I think I'm going to live stream it. And then I will cut up the videos and then place them onto, what I'll do is I'll stream it on either Facebook or YouTube. Probably YouTube, we'll see. We'll definitely see. We'll figure out which one will be better for that. And then we're going to just, what I'll do is I'll cut them up and we'll put them on YouTube for people to enjoy. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I wanna try something a little different in terms of, you know, just I wanna just have a different series of, you know, stuff. I don't think we're gonna finish this today, unfortunately. I mean, I'm gonna do the best I can here, but 9:56. I'm usually done at 10. Okay. But whatever we don't get done tonight, you know, we're just gonna come back. I'm gonna say Monday or Tuesday, it depends. I'll be on Facebook though. Okay. And more rooted dirt. Or dirt, I mean. Excuse me. I want to thank everyone, by the way, for coming out tonight. I do appreciate it. Seeing you guys, as always, just makes me happy. Even if all you do is just come and sit and listen. Like, I deeply appreciate it. It does a lot for me. More than you guys will probably ever know. But I appreciate all of you guys so much. So, thank you guys for being here. We are about to run out of sunflowers. I didn't know if we were gonna use all of them, but it definitely looks like we will. What we'll do is we'll just go until I run out of them. Be soon anyway. Yeah, like right now. Okay. I know that there's more sunflowers around. See, look, there's a buttload of them over there. But I will need to finish this later. I need to take a shower and then I need to head to bed. Because mom's got work tomorrow. Spent like an hour talking about it. Talking about my experience with work. Oh man, if you're interested in learning about my work adventures, I do post, like, you know, stuff that happens on my Facebook. If you do not like Facebook, I am sorry. That is where I will post it. Until I get community posts, and I think I need to be monetized to get community posts. But when I get community posts, I will be sharing a lot of stuff on my community posts. Because I do believe that those are important. I do believe that YouTube likes to push it out when you have those. If they like you. I know if the YouTube doesn't like you, it doesn't push anything of yours, but... excuse me. I do believe YouTube likes me right now, so... when I get community posts, I will use them. Let's spend a moment here cleaning up all of that. I don't know what we're gonna put over here. Maybe we could put more farms over here. I don't know. We'll have to see, but it's kind of... oh, you know what? We could put trees over here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is it is time to be done. Okay. We got a lot done today. Well, in the realm of actually building, you know, some people would say that we probably didn't, but I think a lot of beauty has happened here today. You know, just taking a look at this here. Let's fly up here. I mean, the wheat not being grown does suck because it would look better when it is grown. But look at this. You know, I think, you know, seeing it's always the little things for me. You know, the little details. You know, the pathway here. You know, just building this pathway here. You know, it looks neat. It's not much. It actually kind of looks ugly by itself. But you know, adding this, adding all of this, you know, just having those sunflowers there, having this wheat farm here that just spreads and looks so beautiful on its own, having all of these different colors mixing in here. I love it. I really, really do love all of this here. And I'm really excited for when it gets put together. Also going to be really excited when there's the rest of the wall built. And then we have more village around here. That's going to be really nice to see as well. Whew. It's all coming together. It's all coming together, guys. And I'm glad that you guys are here. to be on this journey with me. I do very much appreciate it. So, this is where I'm gonna end it off. There's any zombies or stuff nearby me? No. This is where I'm gonna end it off. Again, I will be on Facebook, just texting out my adventures. I am back on Twitter again-ish, not in the same capacity. I don't look at it very often, but it will be a place of interaction in a different way than I have been in the future. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end it off. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are amazing. You guys bless my life by being here, so I want you all to know that I appreciate it. I am going to close that poll. So, closed poll. Did it end? Is today a good day? I asked you guys at the beginning, is today a good day? 9 of you said yes, it was a good day. 1 of you said no. Whoever said no, you don't have to out yourself in the chat. I hope that the day gets better for you. If it doesn't, I hope tomorrow is better for you. I hope. Because I want everyone to have a good day. Anyway. This is where I'm going to end it off. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening / morning / wherever you are. And I will see you guys later.